Hello everyone, my name is Mayor Kevin Burns of the City of Geneva, and this is another edition of Business Beat. I'm joined today by Mara Hauser, the President, CEO, and founder of 25N Coworking in downtown Geneva. And this is Meagan Schoenrock, the Community Manager for 25N Coworking. We're in beautiful downtown Geneva on North 3rd Street, and we are here today to talk about this exciting new and relatively unique venture.
It is.
So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for joining
Meagan,
us.
thank you.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Now, for those of you who have lived in town for a long time, this used to be a bank, and you have transformed this facility to something that really people from all over the country are able to work, collaborate, conceive, create, and it just brings all sorts of energy to North 3rd Street and downtown.
We're very excited.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're
It's
very
awesome.
excited. I also live in Geneva, and
Yes.
The idea was to bring a movement that has been going on mostly in the urban centers.
Right.
It kind of started in 2010, and with the need of 5 generations in a workplace, and with the different people in our community who are working from home, where do they go? Where do they find inspiration? Where do they find collaboration? How can they be independent but not be alone all the time? So that was something that we saw a need for.
Because I've worked at home before, and it's like you're just stuck. You're kind of isolated. You feel in a silo.
The dog's barking. The kids are knocking on the door. Dad, when you off the phone, I gotta go somewhere.
Exactly. So this is the place to come.
Yep. Laundry's calling you instead of the computer emails you have to return. So
you don't order or offer laundry service?
We do not. That's one of the few things that we don't
Shucks.
have. But we offer lots of services to take care of things. So we're very excited to share this with you.
And how did this idea come about other than your own experience and what you've witnessed in the marketplace?
Right, so my background is corporate interior design, and we were designing and creating workplaces for corporations all over North America that took care of the hoteling that people were doing and the way companies were changing in their downsizing, and really looking at how the space was. And really, it's kind of crazy. By the year 2020, 60% of the workforce will be contingent or working out of their homes, not necessarily tied to a company. So where do these people go to work? So the idea was, how can we take a community grocery store that was a community bank and create a community office space, a workplace where 200 independents can come to work on a daily basis, come in and out and use great workspace and great meeting space.
It's awesome. And of course, the environment and culture is critical.
Right.
And this design is all yours.
Well, it's my team.
Your team. So how's that
I led
for
the
humility?
team. I was the client, but I led the team, absolutely, yes.
It's beautiful. And I know I've been here before when some of the old timers in town have come in and just are amazed at the transformation. And today there's folks working here. So we get to see action.
We do get to see people at work, which is great.
So will you be so kind as to take me on a tour?
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
So that's great.
So we're going to walk around 25N Coworking on North 3rd Street, so join us.
This is our open flex space, and we are membership based. So anyone who wants to join our membership pays an annual fee of $250 a year.
That's nothing.
Which exactly gives them access to our members. They get candy. They get yummy candy. We do have candy bars at most of our events. Yes, they do. Megan puts out a great spread, right? They also get to be on our newsletter. They get to attend our events, lunch and learn. We have business building type things. We have member advantages with small business advisory people that help with their businesses.
Because you've developed a great advisory panel, haven't you?
We do. We have a great advisory board. And also, at the same time, that gives them the ability to either use our desk space or meeting rooms, which is great. So here you can see the open flex. Now people can pick and choose where they want to work on a daily basis in our flexible option or our daily option. And you can see we have a couple different people. It is kind of getting close to lunch hour, but we also have dedicated space, which for an additional fee, you can leave your things at that space.
Oh, is that right?
So anyone can pick a dedicated space. It could be on our bench. It could be in one of the workstations, or in the back we have kind of more semi-private space. Our design really is open, flexible in the front, kind of more collaborative. We move to semi-private as we get to the middle of the space, and private offices in the back. So we purposely designed it that way.
It's not like the train where you hop on and you just find a seat, per se.
Well you can.
It can be. So if I come in one day and say, I've sat there for a week and I'm going to sit over here now.
Absolutely.
That's okay.
Do whatever you want.
That's cool.
Plus, the best part about it is sometimes you want heads down time. Sometimes you want the ability to like be out in the sunlight. Sometimes you want to sit by someone else and you'll work faster, harder, right?
Sure,
it's like running on the treadmill next to someone or all by yourself. So,
I don't run on the treadmill.
Okay.
That's a bad analogy.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll think of a good one. I can work with you. But so the other thing though is that people can get up and move throughout the day. So just because you go to sit there for like in the morning doesn't mean you might want to sit on a lounge chair here, or you maybe want to have a collaboration session with someone else. And that's another great thing is members can bring their guests to the space and have meetings, which is really special.
And the conference rooms, which we're going to see shortly, are extraordinary.
Yes.
And there's also a little bent to history there too, which is neat. So it's awesome. So on a really busy day, this place is humming. So it's like a beehive.
Yeah, typically
a quiet beehive.
A quiet beehive. I feel like I'm in a library. Should I be quiet or?
No, because we have white noise. So everyone's on the phone, everyone's talking. We have music going in the cafe.
Right.
So, but no one's disturbing each other. So if someone's on an animated call that maybe is going to take an hour or two or getting louder, then they'll move away to more of a private area to have that. But everyone is pretty much okay with how the room is.
Right.
Oh, it's
we're
wonderful.
on week 10 for being open, and we're celebrating that we've only been open for 10 weeks. Of course,
it feels a lot longer.
We opened in the coldest month of the year.
Oh my God.
And, people not necessarily ready to come out, but we have an average of, I'd say, between 25 and 40 people on a daily basis coming to work here. Yes.
And you have 24-hour access.
For members that are monthly, they can come 24/7.
That's cool. Do you find a lot of people are coming in at the unusual hours because they work better?
So we have a couple that have deadlines. We have a couple that come in on weekends.
Okay.
We have a couple of people that are parents. They drop their kids off, come in here, and then after school they go get their kids, bring them to an event, and then come back. So we have a lot of coming and going, which is great because they can leave their things here. But at the same time, maybe it's just I kind of still use that analogy of a health club. Sorry about that.
No, go for it. It's good. I'll join one.
It's like when you go to a health club and you're going there to work out, right? So it between the hours that you show up and the time you leave, you're going there on purpose to get your work done. Same idea. When you come here to work, it could take someone less time to come when they come here to work on a project than if they would stay at home, right, or at another space.
Now, can you drop your kids off here?
No.
No. Good. Shucks. I was going to do that.
We do have some who come in and out for a little bit, grab something, come in and out, or, with their parents. Actually, my high school daughter sometimes stops in after soccer and she'll grab a couple things and then head out or say hi. Completely awesome, completely welcome.
And if you're not here, Megan's always here.
Always.
You're
Megan
always
is
here.
always here.
So if I need troubleshooting or have a question, you're there to help and assist.
So we have a team of people who can help with those problems as well.
Great.
And we have a community of people who can pretty much help with any kind of business
And they're just a phone call away.
Absolutely.
That's really neat.
Or sitting in a workstation right near you, too. So that's really convenient.
Oh, it's wonderful. In case the folks at home are curious, we're actually talking to some real live members of 25 North Coworking. We've got advertising executives. We've got a young lady who's in banking. And we're from LaGrange, Elgin, and St. Charles, all the way from St. Charles. This is cool. So it's a great environment.
Yeah, we enjoy it.
Unless we're taping and interrupting.
We're not doing work anyways.
That's good. Now, the technology is extraordinary, correct?
Yes. So we actually, I believe, are the only public building in Geneva that has fiber that brought to it. And we have gigabyte speed that is now throughout. So you can connect with an Ethernet cable direct to the hard connections that we have, or our Wi-Fi, goes throughout the entire building and will be outside on our patio as well.
Oh, that's neat.
So we are really fortunate for that.
How critical is the Ethernet connection?
Well, we can have up to 100, 150 people working here in a space, and everyone has phones. First of all, everyone has data packages. Some are unlimited, some aren't. You can save on that. iPads, tablets. So the number of users is how impactful the speed is.
Sure.
And maybe you've been at coffee shops or other places where sometimes you get bounced out or sometimes you don't. Well, that is because there's only so many connections and how fast things can go at a time. So we are absolutely unlimited at this location.
That's huge.
So graphic designers or architects or others that have large files or significant files can actually download those easily and quickly, and gives everyone the ability to be
So the
online.
frustration level is virtually none.
There's none.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Well, Megan would know if there was.
Right, of course.
It's like, you know what the frustration is? If they don't like the music. That's
well, I was going to comment on that.
I know,
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
so we have an internet. Members only are part of a Slack, which is called Slack app, SLACK.
Huh.
And so we all communicate with each other directly. It's kind of like a chat board, kind of like an informational type thing.
Commentary, advice, suggestions.
Everything, yeah.
Really?
So we have lunches are posted in there because one of the things I'll show you on the board when we go in there, but one of our big drivers is to provide economic development to our members. So we have 3 platforms. One, to provide a launch pad for the members who come to work here.
Okay.
Secondly, to put foot traffic on the street and help the other businesses in downtown Geneva. And 3 is the community at large, to provide a place where we attract people from all over to come and use the cities that we touch.
Well, you were the host of this year's film festival reception.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
So, thank you. Culturally, we had 150 people plus here.
It was incredible.
Really enjoying
it was a great
the event.
Night.
So that was great.
It was a great night. We're going to continue on.
Sure.
We're going to show the magic. Is it a chalkboard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This is fascinating. This makes anybody who's organizationally challenged impressed.
Yeah.
So follow us, folks.
Oh, sorry, I started walking.
Thanks for letting us interrupt. You talked about the 3 platforms, and one of those platforms is community. Mm-hmm. And this little magic board back here, which is your creation, keeps everyone on tab with respect to what's going on in Geneva and elsewhere?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
So what we have organized here is we have weekly events. Every single week we have multiple different kinds of events every week. Some are purely social, just to bring people together. Some are educational. Some are about health and fitness, or essentially it's whatever the member would like. So we've been asking our members, what do you need for your business? What is most resourceful for you, and what do you want to get out of this place? So essentially that's what we're doing here. So as you see, every other week on Wednesdays, SBDC, Small Business and Development Centers, are here from 8 to noon. And
that's out of Obansi Community College.
And Elgin.
And Elgin Community College,
so they're on our advisory board as well.
It's a great resource.
Exactly, they're amazing people, and they are out of our space every other week to help all of our
is that right?
members with consultations or anything that they may need.
Oh, wow.
So that's a great resource.
So they're not only here working, they're here to provide support as well.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So instead of our members having to go to Obansi Community College or Elgin Community College, they can just meet here.
It's concierge service is what it is.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
That's fantastic. And you're in charge of writing all this?
Yes, I love chalkboards.
Well, wait, we're not allowed to write on it.
Oh, this is
Megan's
Megan's territory, ladies and gentlemen.
Megan is it, yeah.
So you're a school teacher just yearning to breathe free.
Yes.
No, really. What's your background, Megan?
I am a graphic artist by trade. So I don't get to do too much of this fun stuff anymore.
Oh, this is awesome.
I've completely taken it over.
So can I write up here, Kevin was here?
Absolutely.
On the back. Let's go around the back and show.
There's more, folks. Check this out.
Let's go around the back. The blackboard,
this is the unedited version of the chalkboard.
We'll give him a piece of chalk. So we do.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So Mara is all about getting people involved and wanting them to interact with our chalkboards. And I'm a little bit more uptight. So we compromised. I get to be in control of the calendar, and this is a very member interaction type of place. So in March, we had our whole March Madness office.
Oh, sure.
A bracket, a draw.
Illegal betting. You're at 25 North Coworking.
So it was a guest book for the film festival.
Absolutely.
And our grand opening party, people got to write on here as our guest book. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, you'll get to do the same as well.
This is exciting.
But right now, what we have is every week, like the community involvement with foot traffic on the street too, and helping the local businesses. We have 6 lunch, we call them sidekicks, who we use for catering and lunches. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of every week, we have lunches with different restaurants, and people can sign up on Slack, our chat room, or on the board. And by 11 o'clock, we place all the orders, and the restaurants put them together. We came up with custom menus that only offer a handful of items and try to stay within the $10 under range for every item itself, giving a variety. There's some gluten-free or vegetarian or salads or sandwiches, whatever anyone wants. And then the restaurants deliver here, and then Megan sets it up, and everyone eats together.
Can the city council meet here?
Absolutely. We can talk about that.
Right. Notice the hesitation.
Yes. No, we can talk about that. Yes.
Wow,
absolutely.
that's fantastic. So this is it. So if I'm working, and I'm curious what's available for lunch today, I come into this part.
You can go on your intranet on the Slack,
or
come
into the room and say, boom.
The reason we put it on Slack is a member said, hey, I want to know before I come to work today what you're doing for lunch so I can order, and then I know when I get there, it'll be there for me too.
And if I wanted to host a meeting of 10 people, I can do the same.
Absolutely. You can absolutely do the same.
So I can take advantage of what's offered through the menus.
Or we also have other, besides the restaurants that we do lunch sidekicks with, we have catering partners.
Right.
And so Megan has a checklist when you book a meeting on meetings@25ncoworking.com. We ask you what kind of services you need for that. So we have every meeting room I'll show you has great features in it.
It's
but one of the things we do is provide catering services and or beverage service. So we have a refreshment list, we have a lunch list, we have breakfast list, we have all different options, and you can check that off, and then we order that, and it goes directly on your credit card. So it's all taken care of in advance. They deliver, Megan sets it up, and when you leave, we clean it up.
Exactly.
Now, even if I wanted to come in on a Saturday and host a group,
absolutely,
that's available.
Yeah.
So there's really no time that you won't accommodate.
No, we are 24/7.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
Exactly. So we will make sure that you have the staff here.
The big thing that we want to do is we want to be a meeting place for corporations in the Geneva area and outside. So right now we're working with Jamie and from the city, Jamie Heflin.
Yep.
And so we're working on a program with the Harrington and the Comfort Inn, right?
Oh, perfect.
To bring meeting planners here to the city. So we're going to use a bus, and we're going to do a program where we kind of tour different places where they could do corporate retreat and meetings.
We want to put this town on the map.
On the map. Well, you already have.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. This is the only space of its kind outside the city of Chicago?
It is actually in our whole area. It is the only one of its kind.
Wow.
People say they're co-working spaces, but you have to kind of fit 5 categories in order to be true co-working. One is that you have a community manager. 2 is that you have events and programs for the members and the board. 3 is that you have meeting rooms. 4 is that you have flexible space. They can come in for a day, a week. They don't have to sign long-term leases. There's no collateral they have to put down. There's no pledging, or anything. They can come one day and never come back if they want, kind of thing.
Interesting.
Right. And 5 is that we create a community. So, like, that there's a cultural community where they connect to each other.
Oh, it's wonderful. So cool.
Yeah, we're very excited.
You should be. Very proud. Now, we've made our way into the center of 25 North Coworking. We are in the boardroom.
The boardroom.
Or as I recall, this used to be the teller space of the bank. Part of it anyways. But this is an incredible room. And there's some really unique features here too.
So we have, the table is a plug-in. So you can get your gigabyte speed with your Ethernet cable to the tabletop or power in the tabletop. Also, we have a marker wall. So the entire blue wall is writable.
So you put your ideas up and your brainstorming.
All really great things.
I love it.
And then the LED monitor, which is up on the wall, actually tucked behind it are 3 25-foot HDMI cables that come out, and that anyone at the table can go back and forth and project whatever they have on the screen up on there.
Great for presentations.
Indeed.
Right, and then it also goes that LED monitor goes right to the internet as well. So remote control, search the internet, do whatever you need to for your meetings. So it's a great space, very flexible. We can seat 20 around the table and 10 to 15 more around the perimeter of the room.
That's amazing. And it's quiet in here, so you're not interrupting folks who are working, and vice versa.
Right, and then we have a great buffet that we can provide your food service like we talked about. And it gets natural light in because we have frosted the windows so light comes in, but it adds a sense of privacy to what's going on in the room and outside the room.
And this is what you really want to market as well.
We do.
Because this is available to not just the small size companies, but big companies who want to have executive leadership team meetings and what have you. So, and how do you get the word out?
Right now it's a lot of word of mouth. We're doing a lot of social media.
Oh, good.
We have, like I said, teams of marketing teams and advisory boards and things of that such. So we are really getting into the local magazines and the papers. We're doing a lot of PR, things of that sort.
So really the members, it's to their benefit to also plug the co-working.
Yes, right.
It's fantastic.
So when we are in the next couple months, you'll see a bigger push in how we're going directly to speak to corporations, law firms, others that aren't necessarily in King County or part of Geneva.
Because I would think a law firm would love that. I mean, to bring in the depositions.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
like
awesome.
Like a war room, depositions, one-on-one type things, or a whole group. In between cases at the courthouse, it'd be fabulous.
It's perfect.
Right.
It's absolutely perfect, particularly if you're just starting out and you want to impress a client. Wow, I love it. And whose idea was this beautiful decor?
So
Mara?
Let me just share the brick wall. So, you know, it was a bank, and
yes, it was.
Being the interior designer that I am, some of the mahogany trim and big mahogany banker panels were not my favorite for a co-working space. So
you don't like the 70s, Mara?
At first, not really. So at first we were going to stain them black. That was the idea, or paint them. But the costs were just exorbitant, and we really wanted to feature on special things like the fiber, like the lighting, and other things in the space. So we decided to take off the paneling and paint the wall. But lo and behold, when we took the paneling off the wall, there was brick. So before we painted it gray, there was like pink and yellow and blue. And actually, on our Facebook page, during construction, every week at our construction meetings, I posted progress pictures on our Facebook page.
Wonderful.
Which is really fun. So you can see what it was. This used to be 3 different rooms, and you can see where the dividers were, on where the walls were. And so basically, I just said we have to keep the brick, have to.
It's gorgeous brick.
Yeah, I love it. It just adds a good sense of, you know, that urban vibe to it.
And the colors are important for that creativity and for that brainstorming. Otherwise, you have a dark room, it's like, blah.
You know, so we all live in really nice houses and have really great spaces. Some people have dining room tables they use for work. Some people have libraries or offices. But how do we create a sense of, you know, a really great feel when people walk in the door that they want to come to work here? So that was really important in the design.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. I want to come to work here.
Let's go to the vault.
Let's go to the vault. Check this out. If you're claustrophobic, be advised.
Come on.
I love the vault. Okay, Megan and Mara, when we were looking at the chalkboard of community events, there's something on there, and I believe it's today. It's called the Pitch and Catch.
Yes.
And I understand our friend Jude Wilbers here, who works for Thrivent Financial, is going to tell us all about pitch and catch. This is a sports analogy, correct?
Something along those lines. So what I'm doing today is I've got a business idea that I would like to kind of crowdsource and pick the brains of all the different people from all the different businesses to see how I can kind of evolve that idea from what I started with, get their input as, you know, fellow small business owners, into a presentation that I'm hoping to make in the next couple of months here, aimed at financial planning for millennials or people in Generation Y. So,
like my daughters.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to present this idea to the members here, and they're going to say either, great idea, here's what you need to improve. We're going to give you honest feedback.
So we have a structure. So we invite 3 only members can pitch.
Okay.
We invite 3 to do that, and then we invite the public to the catch.
No kidding.
So basically, we have some coffee shops have flyers up, and we put the word out. It was in the Daily Herald last week, so we have really good coverage for this great event, because the first one we had 50 people came to catch, which was fabulous.
And where's the catch take place?
It's in the hub.
It's
in our cafe space right next to where the calendar is.
So it's casual, and you're...
So everyone they get 5 minutes. They have exactly 5 minutes to do their pitch. They can use slides, it's their choice. And then we coordinate with the AV. So in the hub space, we have a 10-foot screen and an overhead projector. So we pull that down, and then they get to do their slides and command that. And I have a timer, and I time them for the 5 minutes. And then they get 20 minutes of feedback. And so there are, like I said, there are 3. So Jude is one of 3 today. So we're really excited.
Oh my goodness. Are you nervous about that?
I'm all right, you know. Coming from my old profession, 5 minutes in front of a crowd is not too bad for me. I'm used to having to fit a lot of ideas into like 3.5 minutes, so 5 minutes should be good. And I'm looking forward to getting to talk to people about the idea.
But the pitch and catch, you're standing up there to give an idea. You don't know if the reception is going to be positive or otherwise.
Correct.
But you're looking for that feedback. You're looking for that feedback.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're a friendly feedback. So you could do a financial pitch, you could do a sales pitch, or you could do a growth opportunity pitch.
Okay.
And we plant a couple of people purposely in the crowd who are expert kind of advisors who can help him too. But the idea is it's not really to his bank, or it's not really to his customer. So he can use of this friendly environment to give him feedback and help him. So when he does have the opportunity to make it for real, he's already been practicing with us.
And there's no additional cost to you as a member here.
Exactly.
This is one of the benefits of being a member.
Exactly.
That's got to be invaluable.
Absolutely, because like I said, it gives you the chance to kind of get this idea, because sometimes you have an idea in your head, you say, this is a great idea, and then you talk to people that have a little bit more experience or come at it from a different point of view,
right?
And they kind of poke some holes, and it's better to have those holes poked early rather than you get into the live thing and you say,
that's exciting.
That didn't get the reception I wanted. So.
Now, is there a reason why you're in the back corner working by yourself?
I just kind of like the space. I like to spread out, but I like to see people come through too. So
that's awesome.
You can look here. So this is great. So not only do we have workspace at a desk, but we have this open flex space with laptop tables that are portable. Each one of our areas have plug-ins, so you can plug into the wall, and also the hard connection again for getting that gigabyte speed. So we love that people move around the space.
So no matter where you are, I'm still accessible to technology.
Yes, absolutely.
That's cool. That's really cool. Is this your favorite place to work?
It's one of my favorites.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's classic.
We have some phone booths. Have you been in our phone booths?
I have been in the phone booth.
So the phone booths, when he's figuring out who to call and to make cold calls to, but then they use the phone booth
to make the calls.
To make private calls, one-on-one, or if there's a speaker, conference call or something like that. So that's really great too.
Thank you, Jude.
Yeah.
And good luck. Good luck in the pitch and catch.
I appreciate it.
That's exciting. Maybe I'll be a crowd member one day.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. So we would love everyone to come, and we'd love you to be here too.
It's that's fascinating.
Third Tuesday of every month from 5 to 7.
Yep.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Well, good luck tonight.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's exciting.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Stop by if you want to.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's move this way into the ideation vault.
The ideation vault.
So look at the door.
That is so clever.
Look at the door. The old bank, which of course our wonderful fire marshal from City of Geneva made sure that people are safe. So it is locked down, so no one ever needs to worry about it closing on them.
Smart move.
But very smart move. But we locked it in, unfortunately, with a piece of paper.
Yeah,
I know.
That's hilarious. That's probably my deposit from high school.
You know what that is? Those are the emergency instructions when you were in the vault, if you were locked in, how to get out, to turn
Seriously?
the dial. Yeah.
That's history right there.
Yeah, it is. So come on in.
The ideation vault.
Yes.
Check this out, folks.
Follow us.
Sure.
So the vault is 18-inch thick concrete walls, ceiling, and floor. It's 2 stories, actually. There's another vault right underneath it in the basement. And obviously designed for, it's a great, tornado or whatever shelter, by the way.
Safe deposit boxes and all that stuff.
But we decided it's a great space, so I wanted to turn it into a meeting room. And thought that'd be really great. So right now it's a little echoey with just the 3 of us in here, or the 4 of us. But the idea is we had a lot of the Geneva Film Festival committee meetings in here, and with 20 it was like perfect acoustics because the absorption of the people when they're in the space. So this, obviously that's the beauty of it. So we turned we drywalled and put marker wall up on here. We put wire mold so there's power in the room as well. And we have mobile tables. So each one of these tables is on casters, as are the chairs, and it's complete flexibility. Okay. So we can make classroom style, we can make a team room so all the tables can be against the walls and people can work that way. Or we could take the tables out and we could seat 30 chairs in here for presentation purposes. Oh, sure. So again, we have the LED monitor with 3 25-foot cables, which is fabulous. And just a really great space, and people love, most people love it. Some people won't even walk in the door.
Just because of the claustrophobia.
Yes.
I think you should just paint like a fake window with a scenery.
Exactly.
What the heck? This is great. So, I remember seeing that some of the old timers come in and say, "This is where my safety deposit box was."
I know.
Isn't that wild?
Well, we turn the coupon rooms are the phone booths, which is really fun.
Cool.
So I'll show you, we have other meeting rooms. We have a meeting room for 10 people that we call the conference room.
That is neat.
We have a private office that, can be one-on-one or 2 or 3 people. The front 3rd Street meeting room, all of our meeting rooms have names, of course.
Of course.
So we'll show you that kind of on the way out. But we have casual meeting rooms too that we call the hangout and the den.
I love it. Let's go check those out.
Let's go show you that.
Let's. After you, ladies. This is the hideout.
Exactly.
Room. I can come in here and collaborate, relax, shut the door, sleep, work.
Yeah. So this is where Megan and I do a lot of our brainstorming.
Oh, is that right?
We do a lot of our marketing planning because that whole wall is our marker wall. See the shiny wall. We also can, again, go up with our laptops and show each other back and forth what we're working on, which is really great. We have a lot of people who do interviews in here.
Oh, that makes sense. Right? Depending on who's doing the interviewing, what company it's for, would they choose a different room?
Yeah, it depends. That's why we have so many different rooms.
Okay, got it.
You know, we have a financial advising firm that doesn't use this room because they need a table and they need doors and, you know, and things of that sort. But we have a lot of people who are interested in rooms like this, and these are very, very popular.
So, like, for example, we have a magazine publisher who has a sales team of 3 or 4. Perfect. They come in here. This is where they like to be all the time. This is the room they book all the time. We have a business coach. She also likes to bring her clients in here, and they do the brainstorming on the wall. It's just a more casual, laid-back experience, and not a big table and sitting up formal between you. So I think it just adds the flexibility.
Oh, it's wonderful. Now, every room I noticed has the cool wall.
Yes.
We call them brainstorming walls.
Brainstorm wall, and that's essential.
Absolutely.
Was it something that you always knew was essential, or was it something that someone advised you that, you know, it would be nice?
So from my design background.
From your design background, okay.
So we also have mobile marker boards. There's a couple in the space that we roll in on top of this. So people sometimes like to move from space to space. But kind of like the thought process and what you're working on and things like that, people just like to, you know, it's kind of an ideation thing. It's kind of like an inspiration, or just get it down. And sometimes when you're playing with things, you cross ideas out. And
exactly.
Yeah.
You're not flipping pages in a little book.
Plus, some people like to write on walls.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why it's our favorite.
So do you have to come in every night to make sure whatever's written is erased?
Sometimes. It's kind of fun. You know, I came in here on a Monday one week, and there was little drawings all over the walls, and I could tell that someone had brought their
little
son
kids
or daughter, and like on like a Sunday really quick when they'd like make a couple of business calls. So that was kind of cute. I like left those up for a little
Absolutely,
while.
Some people leave us messages, kind of like a guest book, like, love this wall, love this room, thanks for hosting us. So that's really fun to see. Little surprises when we're there.
That's really neat. This is a great room. And it's called the hideout room.
Yes.
Because you can't hide out from all the other stuff going on.
It's kind of tucked away back into the space.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's why we called it that.
And now we're going to go to the hangout room?
Well, the other room is just like, it's called the den.
Ooh, the den.
Right, so it's just like this. We could show it to you, but I want to show you the member wall before we leave this area.
This is really cool. It's the wall of fame, really.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And it's continuously expanding.
Always.
Absolutely.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's go check out the wall of fame / membership
wall. So this is our member wall, and you know, it was really important for me when starting 25 North that, you know, community is huge. And as I said, the 5 things about co-working, one of that is building the community.
Absolutely.
And how do you get to know everyone, and how do you remember people's names? You're not walking around with name tags, of course, that would be silly. But not only who they are, but what do they do? How can we help each other?
Right.
So integral in having a member wall was I wanted pictures of them up there. I want their logos up there because we want to promote their businesses. But we also want to talk a little bit about the business itself.
Got it.
And then have it in a nice design. So we have some members who have joined who haven't given us their pictures or their logos yet. So Megan is always like, come on, I need that, you know, when they
find out. It's a snapshot of who they are and what they do.
But the greatest thing is you can see we have members of the community who are members of 25 North who already have their own office, who don't need to work here, but love being a part of the entrepreneurial community.
I noticed a couple of them
fabulous.
that I know have been in town for a long time.
Yes.
But to have access to the collaboration and the ideation, it's wonderful.
So that's what's really special. And you know, we're just a really great place for small business, entrepreneurs, and that whole, different than a chamber, which is very important for its own right. You know, this is a group of people who are just like you, mostly.
It's amazing.
You know, that, you know, you're not alone working out of your home, like I said.
Yeah, that's the key. You feel isolated. It's wonderful.
So these are great. So we are looking to fill this orange wall, you know, with members and highlight each and every one of them. So we're really excited about it.
Fantastic. We're in the conference room. And this is like intimate and attractive and just perfect.
It's a great space for up to 10 people sitting in a meeting.
I love it.
This is probably the most used meeting room
that
we have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
You've got the natural light.
Yep.
And on the wall here, you've got something very special and unique to this building and the history of this building.
Absolutely. These are draft registers that we found in the bank, actually, in the basement. Now, these are from 1912 and 1914, so they actually were not from this original bank. This was from the First National Bank when it moved here. So because that actual bank had a fire.
Right.
So when that burnt down, they found a couple of them and then they just brought them over here. Because in 1912 or 1914, this was cornfields, I'm assuming.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a very fun
over 100 years old.
Yes.
Right. So the owner of the building is Ashland Ventures, and they donated the rest of these books to the Geneva History Center.
Right, I heard that, yeah. And I saw the Ashland Ventures photo on the membership wall.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
very neat. Oh, it's fantastic.
So it's really great. So another ideation wall, kind of brainstorming wall, marker board, and LED monitor for each of our rooms, like we said.
I love it.
So let's show you where everyone gets their daily dose of caffeine.
Yes, let's. Now, we were in the conference room earlier, and now we're heading to what you described as your daily dose of caffeine section.
Yes.
This is part of the cafe.
So the part of the cafe and part of our membership is that we provide coffee and tea to everyone, and we buy only the best coffee from Fresh Ground, which is a Geneva roaster, which we love.
We love Fresh Ground.
Love Fresh Ground, and we provide everyone, like we do for everything. We have all the glasses, silverware, cups. We have a dishwasher. We have an ice maker. We provide all that, and we just ask everyone. I tell them, I'm not your mother.
That's right.
Megan's
Clean
not
up.
a mother yet.
Just like every other office.
Yes, please put your dishes away, but we promise we'll put them back. We'll take them out and put them away, so next time they're there for you. So that's really great. But I just want to point out, these are our Geneva cabinets. We have 2 sets. I found these when we first looked at the building.
Isn't that amazing?
The basement. So this used to be a grocery store, like I said, in the early 50s, and their kitchen, the grocery store employee kitchen, was in the basement. And so I brought these up and kind of designed the coffee station around them, which I love. And then in the behind the wall, where we have our kind of kitchen area too, we have upper cabinets that we found in another space. It was kind of a little break room for the bank
all about
also.
Reusing.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Everything.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Very cool.
So now we're going to take you to the 3rd Street meeting room.
Ooh, let's go. We're in the 3rd Street conference room.
Yes.
This has got to be one of the more popular conference rooms.
It is, absolutely. For the right, smaller size meeting, one-on-one.
Sure.
The financial people use this for their clients all the time. We've actually used it a lot. Lots of people come in and ask for this room in particular because they like the natural light.
Oh yeah, my God, you can see the whole world go by.
Well, and they like the chandelier.
Yes, that is very unique. It's great.
Yeah.
So as a member, or even not a member, if I wanted to come in one day, rent the space, I can choose the conference room that's available.
Correct.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You can either choose it that day to see what's available, or you can send an email to meetings@25ncoworking.com.
I love it.
And you can see what's available.
Well, that's a great segue. So tell everyone who's tuning in your website, your phone number, your address, so we all know how to get a hold of you.
Perfect. So simple. 25ncoworking.com is our website. We have some great information on our website, photos of the space. We have a commercial. I'd love for you all to see. It's really fun.
I've seen the commercial. It's wonderful.
It's really fun. And just some great videos and really learn about what co-working is about. You can also call us at 630-409-1030.
We got the website. We've got the phone number, Twitter account.
Yes, at 25N Coworking.
Easy. I follow you. It's a great site. Who's in charge of the Twitter account?
Mara and I.
You share it.
Mara loves to tweet more though.
Wonderful.
I kind of do the Facebook and the Twitter. Megan is about, guess what? Instagram and Pinterest, right? So we kind of split up what we do. So we have a great Facebook page too.
Great social presence.
Yes, we're trying.
That's fair. And of course, the easiest question is the address. I've said North 3rd Street, but the actual address is?
25 North 3rd Street.
Makes sense.
25 North Coworking.
I love it. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you very
Megan,
much.
thank you. Thanks again, folks, for tuning in to Business Beat. This has been our special day with Mara and with Megan at 25 North Coworking at 25 North 3rd Street in downtown Geneva.